It's very hard to predict the market. I would say it's impossible.
Professor Trelawney. He will return tonight.
So it's about being in the market. Another thing, a famous index fund, S&P 500. If you missed the 10 best trading days over 25 years, you would have lost 3%. So it's time in the market, not timing the market.
Quick Fire Finance, here we are, Mr. Ryan Melton.
Mr. Greville.
Jordan here, NZ Audio Editors.
.com.
Question of the day. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm self-employed and make regular contributions to my Kiwisaver. My Kiwisaver has been losing money recently, which is fine. I'm in it for the long haul, etc. But I'm wondering whether I should continue to deposit into it when the market is down or wait until it picks up again.
I like the animation in that. It's good. Enjoyed it. Self-employed, yes. Well, firstly, with Kiwisaver, we've mentioned this a lot, and being a self-employed individual that you are there, Jordan.
Indeed.
I'd be curious, what would you think, actually? What would your thoughts on this? You've been a long-time listener.
Just keep your contributions going and get your government money.
Oh, and that's the episode for the day. Pretty much, yeah. Because, yeah, well, I mean, we can go a bit more in depth, but the general idea is that first thing is dollar cost averaging. So as the thing in finance is people get a bit too caught up in the idea of market timing. Like I was looking at the performance of our clients' funds over the 20, 30 years, and the quarter, December, in that range is one of the consistently top performers. And like even then we had
end of the year.
Yeah.
Are you saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Christmas time, mate. The marketing's going well and everyone's buying or something. I don't know. How does that work?
Yes, it's an interesting. I mean, it's the same thing in anything I've ever sold. Is just approaching Christmas, people have money, they're excited, they start spending. Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
But even with that knowledge, so we had that fallacy with a new advisor we had temporarily. They were doing their studies, and they thought about, why don't we capitalize on that? But even then, even with 20 to 30 years of data, there's outliers. You can't actually predict the market, and a lot of people get excited. Like we even we're talking to a supposed AFA that was an insurance advisor, and he advised his clients at the start of COVID to change their investment from growth to cash. So crystallize the 30 or 40% loss. So people get a little too caught up in their ability to predict things. So the way around that is dollar cost averaging. If you actually do the maths, if say the share price was $5 and then $8 and then $6 and then $7 and then $9, if you actually add all those numbers up and then divide it by how many numbers there are, you get the average. And the average works out to be less than most of the numbers. Not all of them, but the upper numbers. So that's important. So if they were to, being a self-employed person, put a lump sum at a moment, they're not going to know when that is. It's going to take time to process it, and it's very hard to predict the market. I would say it's impossible. So it's about being in the market. Another thing, a famous index fund, S&P 500. If you missed the 10 best trading days over 25 years, you would have lost 3%.
Uh-huh.
You would have had 3% less on your returns.
So in other words, where that lump sum gets put in, you end up missing the odds are you're going to miss one of the 10 days, right?
Potentially.
So keep your contributions rolling.
Exactly. So it's time in the market, not timing the market. So with that, the dollar cost averaging, you're continually contributing. And the reason why Jordan at the start, very wise, it's not personal advice because he doesn't have the AFA qualification, but the concept and it's class advice. So I think you're safe on that one. You're like, in a general sense, education.
Exactly, yeah.
But the reason being is obviously cash flow. Being self-employed is challenge at times. So you don't want to strap your cash and put it in an investment that you're locked in for. Nothing against Kiwisaver. It's a great cost-effective vehicle. It's just put in the minimum contribution of $1,042.86 and then get the government's $521.43.
That's good.
All right. Glad you enjoyed it. And that was a quick, concise, quick finance. And once again, this is the guy behind the audio.
It is me indeed.
Do you want to plug yourself for once, mate?
Yeah, nzaudioeditors.com, podcasts, audio books, all that good stuff that makes your time more efficient. Look us up. We're doing big things. See you on the next episode.
See you then.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao for now.